Now what we want to do is set the system prompt for the next set AI step. So here's the system prompt that I came up with. I wrote, you are an expert BMI calculator. Your job is to calculate the user's BMI based off their current height and weight. You must extract their height and weight from their user query and perform the calculation for their BMI with the following formula. Then I pulled this formula from an online database. This is for the metric system. After that, I said, if the user provides any metrics in the English system, pounds or feet, inches, you must perform the calculation for their BMI with the following formula. And then I just grabbed the BMI formula for the USA metric. Then I said, you must only respond with their BMI. Do not add any other information. And the best way to make sure the AI does this is to give it what's called a one or few shot prompt. So I wrote, for example, Q, meaning question or query, I am 5'10" and 200 pounds. Answer, BMI would be 28.7. Then for the temperature, I'm going to set this down to about 0.25. For our prompt, I just have calculate the user's BMI based off the information they provide in the message. And then the last utterance, and we're going to apply this a new variable called BMI. For a label, I'm just going to write calculate BMI. From here, if we wanted to preview this to make sure it's working, I could write I'm 5'11" and 210 pounds. Then we can generate this. As you can see, we only get the BMI of 27.7. So the AI is correctly taking our formula, knowing that it is in USA metric, and then using the correct formula based off of that. Then we want to take this into a text block. And here we're going to write your BMI is, and then our BMI variable. And then write, I have the perfect weight loss plan for you. From here, we'll just add another text block and write, enter your info so I can forward you a free course to aid you in the weight loss journey. After this, I want to add a button so we can allow the user to agree and say, okay, and then add another button to say, no thanks. So this allows the user to agree to give us their information or not. If they say no thanks, we're just going to drag out a text block that says, okay, no problem, good luck. Then we can pipe this into an action and go to an end. This will end the chat. From here, let's create the logic for if they say, okay. We will do a text block and we want to say, awesome, what is your name? From here, we will capture their reply. So we could go to listen, capture, drag that on this block. And we want to change this variable that we save it to a new one called name. And we can just type this in and hit create new variable and then create this variable here. Now this is going to save whatever they type to the variable name. From there, we want to do another text block that says, what is your email? And again, we'll add a captcha and we'll save this as a new variable called email. Then we want to write another text block and then say, awesome, just to confirm your name is, and get that from our name variable, and your email is, and get that from our email variable. Then we'll add some buttons for them to say that's correct or not. So I'm just going to write yes, add a button, and no. If this is no, we're going to add another text block and I'm going to say no problem, you can enter them again. And then what I'll do is I'll send them back to this block that says awesome, what is your name? And actually what I would like to do is separate this into two messages. So I'm just going to delete what is your name, and then I'm going to add a second text block right below awesome that just has the what is your name. That way we can redirect this so that it only goes to the what is your part name. So it doesn't say no problem, you can enter them again, and then say awesome, what is your name? It'll just say no problem, you can enter them again, what is your name? Then if they say yes, everything is correct, we'll send them to another text block, and in there we're going to write something along the lines of great, you will receive an email with your plan shortly. From this block, we are going to set up our Airtable integration so we can forward all of the information into a spreadsheet. Now that this side of the logic is built out, I'm just going to continue and build out the muscle gain logic and then just quickly walk you through what it looks like. So here with the muscle gain logic, we change one thing. Instead of a set AI block, we change that to response AI. These are exactly the same, the only difference being that the set AI block saves the output to the variable while the response AI simply types it to the user. So for our prompt, we wrote, you are an expert muscle gain calculator. Your job is to determine approximately how much protein the user should eat per day based on their current weight and desired weight. You must extract their current weight and desired weight from the user query and perform the approximation calculation for the daily protein goal. Use your knowledge of protein consumption and muscle gain. Respond in 1 sentence max. Then from there, we do the exact same logic that we did for the weight loss. We forward this over to the block that responds with awesome, what is your name, captures their information, and gets it ready to send to the CRM. Now, if we quickly wanted to just test this system out, we could go over to the top right corner and hit run and then run our test. You can see it's asking us the question we can write, I want to be stronger. And you can see it's following the muscle gain branch. It asked us what our current weight is and what our desired weight is. We'll just say I'm 180 pounds and I want to be 190. Here, the response AI will tell us based on our current weight and desired weight, we should aim to consume approximately 135 to 180 grams of protein per day to support muscle gain and reach our goal. And then it tells us it has the perfect meal plan to help us achieve this. From here, it asks us to enter the info so it can forward us the free plan to aid our muscle gain journey. I'll go ahead and ask OK. Then from here, it's going to ask us for our name. We can type that in. I'll just write Pope, our email 123@gmail.com, and then it's going to say, just to confirm, your name is Pope and your email is 123@gmail.com. I'll just hit yes, and then from here it takes us to our last block, which says, great, you will receive an email with your plan shortly.